that's crooked as shit. Crooked as shit. Oh, well, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Oh, I got two people on. Hey guys, I'll be on in a sec. Not that I'm doing anything. Let's see. I got anybody on? Yeah, I got somebody on. Who I got with me today? So here it is, guys. That's Boomtown Speedway's back together. You might notice that track on there. That's a little different. I'm gonna go over everything I've done that's changed, and well, most of it. I don't think I'll go over everything. I don't like that one. I'm gonna go back to this one. Switch that one out. I like this one a little better. It's a little flatter. Roll a chair around here, baby. Has something to sit on. Need to get some tunes on is what I need. Oh, I got two people on. Who I got? Well, hey guys, what's going on? So there it is. I don't know who's on right now, but for those of you who know, that's Boomtown Speedway. It is back up, and I guess we'll be ready to go into action shortly. I don't mean like now. I mean the race is coming out soon. Well, the race is out. It's listed. I'll be racing sometime next month in September or maybe October. But Keith and I ran some cars, and there's some new things happening with the series this year that I hadn't done before. I was going to discuss all that. Might wait another minute or two. Track looks so long, don't it? I did make some changes. We can go over some of the changes with track. Same thing as usual. I don't have really any of the diorama set up yet. People and such. I don't know. That's got to come to me. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. I am not the diorama guy. I got a concept in mind, and that's basically it. I turn a concept into reality, and then the real other people, they do the real shit. Got my stands. I don't know if you guys see that. Let me aim it that way. Leave it right there. See the lights come on? That's why that track is there. I got a timer set up for qualifying. That's right. We'll be doing qualifying this year. Not all the time. I'm going to try to explain all that. It's going to get confusing. Oh, I did that. That was something I 3D printed just for this, to cover up a seam in the track, make it a little less visible. Oh, shit. Bathrooms, office. Yeah. This is something I 3D printed for the track. I designed and 3D printed to make it match up. So that's going to be good. So when I switch it out from qualifying to racing, it's a quick process. Hopefully. Oh, shit. Signs falling down. So yeah, here's the new logo for Boomtown Speedway this year. I like it, digging it. Put that right there. So I don't know who's watching, but are either of you watching, getting in on the street stocks this year? I thought I was done, man, with Diecast for a while. Kept talking myself in and out of it, and I guess I'm back in, Back to the stuff I like. Oh, I lost somebody. Lost somebody. Oh. So, anywho, let's see. I got him back. All right. So, like I said, this is what we're going to be doing this year. Here's some street stocks. I ran these, Keith and I, the other day. So, what we did was we got 12 cars. So, the most I'm going to take for this race is going to be 32. So, I don't know how many I'm going to get. I don't know, said one per person. If I get 32, good. If not, then I'll, if I don't get 32, that's going to be even better. But, well, I'm more than 32. Ideally, it would be 32. But, so the plan is I'm going to qualify them all. And the top 12, because everything's based on 12, okay? 12 cars in the feature, 12 guys are going to get points. So, for qualifying, I'm going to qualify, and only the top 32 cars, if I get more than 32, are going to make the field, for lack of a better word, for the first race. And then the other ones I'll keep that way, because it's not you get to enter and you're in 5 races. That's not how this is going to be. This is race 1. If you want to be in race 2, you send me another $5, and you can be in race 2. And if you don't like your car, that doesn't mean you're out. You can replace your car. You just got to send me another one. But to enter that car in the next race, it's going to be another $5. If you want to keep the same car in the next race, that's $5 per race. There's a 5-race series. So everybody that wins the 5 races can get a trophy. Each one's its own race. It's a street stock race. There's going to be 5 street stock races, and you can replace your car anytime you want if you're in it. So that's how it's going to work. So here's some of the cars that we raced the other day. So there, if you see that guy in there, that was a Torino I had built last season. He didn't do very well. So then that was like a 73, 75, something like that. This here is a 72 Torino. And if you want to see, and they all weigh under 60 grams. There's your wide wheel set, guys. Wides and wides. That's what's got to be. That's the rule. This is probably one of the easier cast-ins to modify to do that. You just got to cut some fender wells out, really. This is another one. Got yourself a little Pontiac Firebird there. Back was good. Just had to narrow it in the front. Medium wide wheels all the way around. Then we got this one. You got yourself a 67 67 months. Now, this is a metal one, so there's not much weight at it. It's metal on metal. It's a heavy bitch. Now, you see how his wheels are sticking out? I'm going to tell you guys, to help you out, wheels sticking out isn't a good thing. They're going to get caught on other drivers, and they're going to get caught on the wall. But not all castings will allow that, so that is what it is. And don't do this. If you got a car with the opening hoods and stuff like that, I wouldn't recommend that either. But he does meet the rules. See there? Metal on metal. And I found a set of wides to work on them. So there's one. This guy we ran, but he doesn't meet the rules. He would have met the rules last year, but he doesn't meet the rules this year. I changed the rules to up to 99, so no 2000s and up. But he did. You could, once again, just to prove it, you can put, all you got to do is modify the front a little bit, mediums and mediums. But for sake of argument and having 12 cars, he too was in the race. This one my son actually built a few years back. He don't care about diecast no more. That's probably the easiest casting to build. This is probably the most winningest casting. Nah, that's not true. But it rolls straight. It already comes wides in the back. The front, you can put wides on naturally. It's narrow, it's straight, it's big. He's a bull. That's a good one there too. So what else we got? And then, again, I was able to do it. It's hard to find wheels for this guy. I didn't even have to narrow his chassis. I found a set of wides that wide. 65 fastback Mustang. He's in the race. Wheels all sticking out. Look at that. Look how wide these wheels are. Look at this. Look at this when he turns around here. Yeah, those are sticking out. That usually isn't a good thing for street stock racing. But they used to look like that. That was just it. So that's why it kind of worked out that way. So then this one, here's a cast. You got a Pontiac Firebird, 97, I think it was. So he fits the rules. Already has an IROC car. Already had a window net in it. Again, different set of wides. There's all sorts of wides you can use for this. He rolls pretty smooth. This one too, he was not legal, but he ran last year for a minute. Number 18, he's a Mustang. But you see that little ass casting right there? That's one of those Super Snake Mustangs. I love the Super Snake Mustang. And you could put wides on that because he's got narrow axles. Oh yeah, they stick out a little bit. Again, here's another one. Here's another one of those Torinos. Again, easy peasy. Narrow axles are ready. Just throw some wides on it, cut the wheel wells. He's ready to rip, Tater Chip. Loaded or ground. That used to be one of the only Fords you could really run on a straight stock track back in the day. The Torino and a Thunderbird. And a Mustang, really, but Mustang, ugh, the steering wasn't so good. And then here's another one. Crown Vic. That's another one you'll see on a lot. Well, I wouldn't say a lot in pure stock class, but that's a new up-and-coming class on most dirt tracks right there. There used to be a cab, 00. Really light, up in the air. I don't know what brand that was. I think I turned it upside down again. Between not enough light. Oh, it says Crown Vic, real something. Up at the top there. Real toy? Okay. Well, it was a real toy. So there you go. Those are some castings if you guys are having trouble. But I also built some others. I do nothing but build. Guys, that's why I brought this series back. I love building street stocks. I could race these guys all day long. This is why I grew up. Here's some other cars I built. I wanted to get some like I said, I like getting all sorts of manufacturers in here. So here you go. Got another Ford Thunderbird. He's legal. So, because I gave him his own paint job. That wasn't, but there's a Thunderbird. Got wide axles on him. Another Torino. This Torino right here, that guy went to Bathurst Diecast racing weighing 60 grams. And he won. He should have been in the feature at the end. He actually won his. And the car that was, they put a different car in there that was mine as well, that was faster. But this guy actually won his heat and should have been. He should have finished fourth in the final, but he should have been in there. 60 grams, was running with 113, 120 grand cars out there. So he's there. Good one. This is another one I recently built. Cows, check it out. I need to put a window net in them. See this here? This is a car that's typically found on the street stock. Camaro. Yeah, that's my kind of paint job right there. You know, when I put the clear on, I gotta crinkle it up. That's one. Here's another good casting. Easy, easy. He's up in the air though. You got the Chevelle. He's ready. You don't gotta really do nothing. That's metal on metal. Only thing is with this metal on metal one, you can't really add any weight. He's pretty much 60 grams already. Hey, what's up, Mark? Going over some of these castings I got. I got some decals on him. Ryan Kelly. Ryan Kelly sent this Cyclone. He just didn't send no money for return shipping. So he's still sitting here looking good. There you go. Mediums all around, so it can be done. I ain't the only one that can do it. Look at that. Uncle Elvis. He sent some good stuff. Just another one I built for, oh man, it looks like he needs some. Straighten him out. Dodge Duster. Look at it. Get some Mopars up in here. He's ready to rock. Is that a Demon? I thought it was a Duster. Chrysler LLC. Yeah, Dodge Demon. Sorry about that. I thought it was a Duster. And then this guy won Series Season 1 and won a race or two in Season 2 and 3. And he's still there. I don't know why. There's nothing special about him. He was a little different. You had to narrow the front, I think, a little tiny bit. Oh, the back. Maybe it's the back. Maybe I had to mount. I don't know. Maybe I didn't even have to do that. I just did it. But this guy here, this Nova, quick as shit. That's another. One here. This is another one. This is the kind of stuff I want to see. Thunderbirds. I want to see Monte Carlos. And I want to see Torinos and Camaros. That's what you really see on the streets. Those are street stocks right there. Everything in that picture, even the ones in the background, those are real street stocks. In America. In America. Oh, yeah, and then you can throw a Chevelle in there. You can throw a Chevelle in there. And then, yeah, like I said, and the Nova. The Nova's another one. That's another one. Now, this is one that was built here. This was sent in last year. No return shipping. He said I could keep it. This was, I know we went by Cupcake and Diecast, what's his name? Rust Belt, yeah, Rust Belt Diecast. That one stands out on camera a lot. He does good with his paint jobs and stuff, but I think that was an AMC Rebel. Look, even put a window net in the front, not a net, but usually mesh, keep the dirt out of your face. I think that was a Rebel, AMC Rebel, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, it's upside down. I can't see it. I'm too blind. But I think that was a Rebel. Here's another one I just built. He ain't run yet, though. Actually, he ran Season 1. I just repainted him, worked his wheels a little bit, put a new paint job on him. Another Mustang. I think it's a 67 Mustang GT. Something like that. So, yeah. Then there's one I ran Season 1. My 69 Mustang. I love this guy. He didn't do too bad Season 1. 69 Mustang works. I think he's got axle tubes, though. Little loose axles too. No wonder he didn't do so good. This is one I wanted to run. He's available to run. This is a metal on metal Matchbox IMCA Mustang, I think is what it was called. Look at this bad boy. I had to do a lot of work to make this guy work. He had an opening hood, engine sticking out. I mean, he squared off. I filed this down a lot. It's still digging into the ground, but he'll run. He will run. This is a set. I don't know if anybody recognizes this set from the 90s. This is what got me almost into diecast right here. This guy right here. I was able to put a set of wides on him. I built one for my son the first year, or he built. No, I built it. I had to do a lot of work. But yeah, so I just threw a set of medium wides on him. He don't roll so good. He needs a lot of work. That was the original casting base and everything. So he's more just for looks. But that's another Camaro street stock right there. That was traditional right there. Hell, that was a late model back in the day. So yeah, that was pretty much going through the list. I got another one. I'm not showing mine yet. Keith saw the one I'm building. I kind of messed up the paint a little bit, but I think the I think the I think the imperfections on the paint actually make it stand out a little better. So yeah, man, I redid this down here, the scales. I rebuilt that. I 3D printed that, and I put a light inside there so you can see the cars a little better. So yeah, I came around. I did a lot of stuff. And what's crazy is after it was all disassembled and put away and kicked over and knocked over, I put it all back together, tested it, checked it, did a lot of things, tested it, took it apart, painted it, modified it, changed it, did this, did that, did that, and all the lights worked first try. I was pretty happy on that. I was pretty happy. Quality work from Philippi Performance Diecast at Low Country Diecast Racing League. Oh yeah, I added those stands in the corner this year. They ought to get a good view, get covered in dirt coming around the corner, right? Let's see. There's a camera spot. I don't know how much of these other camera shots are going to go in there, guys. I am not feeling the creativity at all on video, and so I don't know how much of that to be. It might be kind of basic. There's another camera view over there, and there'll be another one going this way. But as you can see, there's another track on top of the track. And basically what's going to happen is, like I said, now that I have a couple people watching and give me thumbs up, I'm going to be doing some qualifying. Each car that comes in, we'll qualify. I like this guy. This is Wes. I don't know why I like this guy, but so here we go. I'm going to try to record. I don't have my cameraman here. Keith, here we go. Oh, of course, I didn't start the timer. Of course. There we go. Try it again. But yeah, sometimes it takes a couple tries to get them to work too. I ain't gonna lie. But I talked to my timer guy. Got him on standby for quick repairs. He says he's in, so we're good to go. So yeah, I painted all of that. It looks pretty good. It's all pretty straight. Yeah, that's a Crown Vic. Very good. 2879. That's pretty good, pretty good. So as you can see, guys, I changed it. I extended it. I got rid of the carpet. And it basically just loops around. Sometimes they nail the back corner. It is what it is. But this track might evolve and actually come back down this way. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. You never know. I changed my garage around. So, yeah, this is here. I got that track back there. I did a lot of work on it. I can test on it now again. That guy back there, I got a good idea. It's mostly down, but it's still over there. The town's still up and running. I just got to fix what I'm doing over there. But over here, let's see, come down this way. Got a 351 Windsor right there, ready to go in a car. That was supposed to go in my Mustang that was currently sitting here, but I needed to make room for my tracks. So the Mustang's out in the yard. Got some die-cast over there. I don't know why. I never use them. They're just sitting there. I always buy more, and I don't want to. But yeah, so like I said, that was one lap. I'm going to do 2 laps. I'm going to drop the video. I'm not going to quite sure how I'm going to do it. I might do shorts for everybody. The only problem is I'm going to show you why I don't want to do a short. Because when you do a short, you got to record it this way. And trying to keep that lined up with that car in the middle perfectly, it sucks. It sucks. It really sucks. So, yeah. So that's why I don't know what we're going to do with that. But I was thinking about recording all the cars that come in and putting them up as a short instead of a real video. And then that way you can go and see how you do and compare yourselves to others. What do you guys think about that? You think that would be a good way to do the qualifying if the cars come in, just do a short? I might say, guys, I'm telling you, you are not going to pressure me on this shit. I try to be very good when it comes to being on time and shit. But I'm going to do what I can. I'm not going to let this shit stress me out. 5 races is a lot to put on back to back. So, and I got family stuff to do. I'm 50 years old. I got other things other than diecast. But the races will go on. I'm telling you, they'll go on. Because I enjoy doing them. Keith enjoys doing them. So, like I said, for those of you late joiners, I was trying to explain how this is going to work. So I can't guarantee. See, the reason why I was hesitant to say it's going to be $25. Shorts ain't bad. You just run them, and I'll just put up 2 laps, put them together, bing, 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 bam, done. You guys are good. You get to see your time, and then you'll have to come to the page to look for it. But anyway, So technically, if you want to take your car to be in all 5 races, it's $25 entry fee, $10 for return shipping at the end of the thing. But not everybody has $35 to send or whatever. So basically, is the first race, which is I think the cars are due. I said I'd have to look. I think I said the 29th of September, 26th. I think it is a Friday. By then, I should have all the cars in and the qualifying videos done or close to done. Then I can do a little video. I can tabulate all the times. And then I'm going to give the top 12 points. Depending on how many cars I got. And I'm capping it at 32. So the qualifying is going to mean something. So if you qualify outside the top 32, you don't really get the race. I'll keep the cars here because not everybody's going to pay for every race. I understand that. I'm going to lose some people. But their points will still be there. So if they want to get in the next month, they can. It's going to accumulate points over the 5 races. You might not finish in the top. I get it, but you still every month or every race, you'll have a chance to win the race. It's 5 races, 5 street stock races, and then like I said, at the end, the top guy to accumulate points over those, or woman, or whatever, over the top 5 over those races will get a trophy for being the champion. That's all there is. I think I said I was gonna do. You guys are looking at the rules. I'm looking at my screen and my track, but I think the rules said I was going to give so for the first race is all I'm really qualifying for as far as speeds. Now, like I said, I think I still might qualify in the following months depending on how many more cars I get, because people can come in and race the following month to win a trophy. It's just they got to qualify to get in. So it's there will be qualifying every race because some people are going to drop out. It's just going to be where you just won't get points. The only time you're going to get points, the top 12 qualifiers in race 1 will receive points. The top pole qualify winner is going to get 12 points. Second place will get 11 in descending order to 12th, who gets 1 point. Those points are going to help towards the championship. But I don't want to do that every month because the fastest guy, he's going to have to sing. He wouldn't even have to enter a race. He's just getting 12 points, 12 points, 12 points, 12 points, and that's kind of defeats the purpose. But I also want to reward the guy for getting, building the fastest car. I mean, that's the least I could do is give him a little bonus for that, right? I mean, that's almost a full race bonus right there for being the fastest car. So it's very important that you get your car here for the first race. And then we'll go after that. Like I said, if you're pretty confident your car's now, if you send $25 and your car doesn't qualify, I'll probably end up having to do something with the car's extras that I get. I'll send the money back. If you don't get the race, I'm not going to keep your money. Cause I mean, I'm going to keep $5 for your attempt at qualifying. Now you can tell me you want to qualify again next month, and I'll run it and see if it runs any better. But I don't know if that's what's going to happen or not. So whatever you want to do, that's fine. But that's how it's going to work, guys. That's how it's going to work. So if you have any questions, please contact me. I know it can be a little confusing, but like I said, these are the street stocks. This is what I'm running this year. I think it'll be pretty cool. I love these things. Those are pretty cool. And like people were asking, like last year, if they could send a trailer. Yes, you can, but don't send one of these or a longer one. Nothing. Yeah, pay as you go, Cut Rocker. Now, like I said, if you're confident you're going to be in, you can send $25 at once. And I'll just keep it. And then, like I said, if you qualified the first month, and I think that's where I need to qualify. If you qualify in the top 32 the first month, you're in for the second month. But I know I'm going to lose some people. Some people aren't going to want to pay another $5. Some people are going to see their car's a piece of shit and not want to race anymore. So they're not going to be in. So what I'm going to do is any of the extra cars, I will use those to fill in the field. And like I said, each race is an individual race. So I'm going to get new cars each month. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will qualify. Maybe I'll just do the points. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to have to play it by ear, guys. I'm not going to lie, because the problem is I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know how much interest there is. I might get 32 more cars the second month. I'll have to qualify again, I guess. That would make sense. Maybe I just admitted myself. You only get points for the maybe I'll qualify in the second month. We'll see how it goes. Because I don't know if you know this or not, because I'm going to release a video eventually. We just recorded it yesterday. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do it. We recorded qualifying those 12 cars that are up there. And I'll tell you, just because a car doesn't qualify well doesn't mean it's not going to run well in a race, and vice versa. Telling you, this track, this is authentic as shit, guys. I don't know if you guys understand. You gotta, there's when you're on the track for a feature, not a heat. The heat only has 8 cars, but in a feature, there's 12 people on the track, all out of control, just like you, and there's gonna be chaos ensued. And just because you're in the front inside, don't mean you're gonna stay there. And usually, if you're fast and you're straight, you're gonna come from the back to the front, and that's all you can ask for is a shot. Let's see. Anybody got any questions? I'm sitting here running my mouth. I'm just trying to talk. I was kind of proud of my track, showing it off. Did a lot of work the past 3-4 days just to get it where it's at right now. Keith came over yesterday, and like I said, we ran some stuff, and he got excited. He ain't been excited about some racing in a while, so that's good. I like getting my partner in crime excited about Diecast. Let's see. It looks so much more vivid here. Like I said, that looks so cool, does it not? Come on, bro. Like I said, let's say I'll come over here. I got a lot more. What are you, figurines? Got figures. Okay, so there's my track officials right there. There's my track officials. I got my mechanic. I got mechanics. Let me back up a little bit. I'm too zoomed in. Let's back up. There's more mechanics. There's mechanic. There's whole pile of mechanics right there. I got some chicks and dips. Chick right there. I got some police right there. More police. Got a police at track. Got my Yahoos, track people, having fun, and then I got all my drivers. So I got a good bit of diorama. Not all of them. I can't do all that. But yeah. So yeah, man, street stocks are coming. Street stocks are coming, bro. They're there. Anybody excited? So that's the view coming down, bro. It's quite the drop. Drop in, get some speed. Turn around there, head down that track, and there you go. So yeah, and then like I said, after qualifying, that track comes off, and we go back to, like I said, at that point, that piece I made, that transition, it'll drop in there, fit down between tracks. It slopes down from like a 16th down to a 32nd of an inch. So it's a fairly smooth transition from there to there, and that track goes away, and then it's open track racing from there. I'm telling you guys, last year, guys, this was Crash Racers, which was about that wide. I replaced it with, so that's the difference right there. So that's Crash Racers, and then it opens up into Sizzlers right there. That was the difference from last year. I took that wall out, I shortened it so you can see more of the racing action over there. That slid out more. Everything slid out, so you'll see some screw holes in there. Everything slid out and further back. Track's a tad bit, I don't know if it's longer or whatnot, but yeah, I made some modifications. It's been a lot. Like I said, I still got that one. I modified a little bit, so all I got is on here. You see a lot more of the cars now. Like I said, you see. Before I added a 1/4 inch. So before, when you were racing, you probably only saw from the top of the door up. Now you see, even from this side, you see most of the car now. That's good. I think it makes for better video. And that's some track I've been working on, 3D printing. It's just I can only do 8 inches sections at a time, and that's like 8.5. So that sucks. But yeah, what I did was I bought this. It helped. It's 1/4 by, it's like lattice, wood lattice that's in there. And I put it, well, like I said, this is the reason why this track can be infuriating. But anyway, so that's under there. It lifts it up, takes a little bit of bite out of the edge, And like I said, it's 25 feet total. So it's at about 2.5, 28, 30 inches, 32 inches. And then the rest at a 25 feet run out. So that's 23 feet something run out. All the way the fuck down there. And all in about 2 seconds. That straight, this straight over here on the street stock track, well, I think we can measure real fast. I think it's somewhere around, that's 6 feet, and that's probably another 3, so maybe 9 feet. We can rough estimate it. I had a tape measure. With a box of Hot Wheels, I got more Hot Wheels than I know what to do with. I'll probably give some away if you want them. I got more than I know what to do with. All right, so we'll just lock this on over here. Somehow, maybe it won't knock all the diorama off. Oh, shit, don't fall down. So to the finish line is roughly, there's the finish line, 10 feet, 8 inches of straight. So there you go. 10 feet, 8 inches of straight. And then that's another good 6 feet right there. 6 feet drop in, about 20 inches of straight. Then you got your 90, and then 10 feet 8 of run out. And like I said, that kind of changes now down there too. So, what you think, man? Either gonna work? We got something? Is this something everybody's getting excited about or what? I'm excited. God dang, I'm excited. And the reason why I pulled the Mustang out is because now I got another area to build my asphalt street stock track. Well, it won't be an asphalt street stock track. It'll be an asphalt track. Who asked that? John Cole. I bought it on eBay. See that one over there? I hope you know that 200 feet. Well, no, it's 100 feet of seamless track. Only 50 feet come in a roll. So I had to buy 2 rolls at like $175 each. So yeah, it's on eBay, and that's where you get it. Some people got them, and they know what they got. So Diecast isn't cheap. Timers, start gates. Well, now I'm talking. I'm gonna go on a rant. Let's talk about 3D printed tracks. I can't stand 3D printed tracks. I mean, I appreciate it. That's not true. I appreciate them, but they're ruining some of the racing. Follow the leader. It's not even funny. It's bad. I do like the Big O though. I think that has potential. I'm gonna do the Big O. So right there. So I got these metal shelves that I'm buying, stainless steel shelves, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna do it kind of like the Big O right here. It's gonna be a room, but I'm not gonna use 3D printed track. I am going to mold it. I'm gonna do kind of like. It's gonna be mostly wood, but I'm gonna do kind of like. Yeah, that's what that track is over there, Mr. Cole. My wife bought that for me like 6 years ago when we first started. That's Blue Track, and that was the first track I ever used. And she bought it for me. I'm dedicated to it, so I'm leaving it on there. It's kind of neat. It kind of warps up. It kind of makes for some crazy racing. Like I can see a hump in it right from there. See it? That makes for some crazy racing when it comes to street racing now. That's why I got it. I think it's neat. I think if you're going to street race, you got to race the street, right? So, anywho, well, you didn't miss nothing, Ray. You didn't miss nothing at all, brother. I'm just talking about the street stocks, man. Like I said, I've just been telling you everybody how it's going to work. I don't know if anybody's getting excited. Like I said, Keith was over here. He got excited. We make him some decals. He went home and built 4 street stocks. He ain't built a street stock in months, in years. And then all of a sudden, bam, went out and knocked out 3. I built about, like I said, I was showing everybody, girl. I built all these motherfuckers, nearly. But a lot of them, I don't do a lot of work to them. I just make them work. So that one guy, and if at most polish axles, cut the fender wells, that's about it. Now that one I ran last year, so I put a lot of work into him, and he sucked. That guy, like I said, it was just, that guy right there. My son, I built that one for my son. Well, because I was trying to get newer cars in there. But he's not legal now. That one my son did build, and he did pretty good. That Charger right there, I recommend. That's a good Charger. Nobody's run those yet. I'm surprised, but they're pretty much set up for wides all the way around. I mean, the front you might have to narrow a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, he's ready to rock and roll. And like I said, that guy, that's a Super Snake. He looks cool, but he's not legal, unfortunately. He's 2005 and up, I think, so he's not legal. So then you got a Torino, which I personally think is a great casting to do. Great casting to do on a Torino. At 65, again, I'll show everybody. I wouldn't recommend that. He looks cool as fuck with those wheels sticking out like that, but I wouldn't recommend it. Like I said, back in the day, the only Fords you would find on street stocks at the track, you find some LTDs, but those were a dime a dozen. But it's right here, Thunderbird. That's okay, Sean. Like I said, it's just street stock racing. There's a Thunderbird right there. WD-40 sponsor I just did. Like I said, another Torino. That guy's fast. That's Bathurst fast right there. Like I said, a Nova. Can't go wrong with a Nova, bro. He ain't been repainted, re-graphited, nothing. He still wins races. I'll probably put some graphite in his ass. Unstoppable, huh? Look at that. See that, guys? That's the street stock right there. That's a street stock right there. There's another good one. Monte Carlo. Everybody knows the street stocks are Monte Carlos and Camaros. There's a Mercury Cyclone right there, Uncle Elvis. Chevelle, Demon. Get out of the way, Pineapple Juice. AMC Rebel. Mustang down there. Hey, there you go. You figured it out, Derek? All right. Trying to help out, bro. I wasn't trying to be mean or whatever. Oh, it was great to see you, Torino, right now. It was great to see that, huh? I'm sure it was. So these guys here, I 3D printed the bases. These guys are slot car bodies that I've always loved. Go ahead and try to get a slot car body on eBay now. See what you're paying. Paying like $32 for the ones that actually have the headlights and shit in it. To take it to all, just for the body. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. He'll run. Hey, you know what? He's legal. I'll run him down the track. Let's see what he does. This is another. This one actually, I just took the parts that lock in on the pinion and stuff down there. I took it out. That was actually still got rubber tires and everything. But I could take that body off right there and put it right on this 3D printed body I made. And I put the axles where they come in from the bottom, so you don't ever have to worry about them popping out. So anyway, let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Is the timer started? Let's check him out over here. All right, timer. We got ... over there. Here we go. Oh, you know what? We can do this. I just did this today. Can't see him from here, but let's go. What do you get? 2914. 2914. Here's that, like I said, that square nose guy. He looks cool. I think it's called an IMCA Mustang. It's like a 72 Mach 1 or something like that. He's not particularly quick, but let's see. He's on the outside lane. No, I'm not, Ray. No, I'm not. Oh, 2855. Look at there. So, yeah, man, like I said, this is what I do. And like I said, for all the qualifying, that track will come off, and we'll race on the fat track then. Well, it goes from that, transitions into that, and we all know what happens there. I'm going to put a video out shortly. Well, I say shortly. We got all the video. I just don't know if I'm going to do sound effects. I might just do music. I'll show all the time trials from these 12 cars right here. And then we did a 5-lap race. Well, so in the heat races, the 4 heat races will be 8 cars, which puts them right about there. Be 8 cars, they're going to run 5 laps, and I think I'm going to do 8 laps for the feature, but there's 12 cars. So the guys in the back, they don't have long, but they got to work their way to the front. And like I said, we'll award points that way. Ugh. Oh, my goodness. So, like I said, everybody out there, anybody got something to say? Anybody got something to say? Huh? I got 9 people watching. Somebody better say something. Go to the trouble putting this track together. Nobody's going to say nothing? Huh? Drive a man to smoke. So, hey, well, I got yous on here. I've been talking for 45 minutes, running my mouth. Better than putting out making a video. Any of you guys, I got 80 is on here. Any of yous doing Keith's Pink Race? Anybody running pinks at Flip Strip? I might build a car. I got like a week. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might build a car. Oh, Ray Sugar, he said, hell yes. You know Ray's gonna build a car. You know, pinks means you might not you don't win. You won't get your car back if you don't win. You know that, right? Sean, take it. No, for the night, bro. Like I said, Sean, if you're asking questions, like I said, I did this. I'm doing tonight for a reason. That Thunderbird wasn't too bad. Here you go, Torino right there. As long as you got a Dremel, and you can cut the wheel wells out. This Torino here is set up for medium wides. I mean, it already comes with them in the back. You're just gonna, but they're narrows. You're gonna put wides back there, and then add wides to the front. Cut the wheel wells out. Perfect casting. Perfect casting, guys. Monte Carlo comes with wides in the rear. I put axle tubes for some reason on that guy. Maybe that's why he sucks. I got another one out there somewhere. Another one right here. That guy right there. The back is fine, I think. I think you just got to narrow the front. Narrow the front. There's the AMC. Look at there. See that? You still got the, what do you call that? Those little, I don't know, whatever you call those, shackles or whatever, front and back. That's ready to rock, bro. So what? You got a little bit of seepage. That's cool. This guy back here, it comes with medium wides in the back, I think. You just got to make it work in the front. That's what I figured, Ray. 69. I mean, think about it. The Charger, right there. That Charger comes with medium wides in the rear. All you got to do is fix the front. Who else comes with medium wides? The Mach 1, the 71 Mach 1 Mustang comes with medium wides in the rear. This guy right here, Chevelle, medium wides in the rear. Lift it up off the ground. Only problem is this is a metal base, so you won't be able to add no weight. Like I said, guys, this isn't too hard. It really ain't. I mean, truth be told, you could have done what do you call that? The Mustang, that Fox body Mustang or whatever. Fox body Mustang's got medium wides in the rear. He's got to narrow the chassis in the front a little bit. Telling you guys, this is the easy stuff. This is the fun stuff. A little bit of modifying. A little bit of modifying. We can have a little bit of fun. Who else I got? I was trying to find some more I got over here. This was one I was building. This was a Racing Champions. I've modified him about 20 times, and he's one of the first cars I ever modified. I think he looks cool as shit. But, yeah, he don't roll straight. He's a right turn Randy, I think, or a left turn Lucy. I don't know. Let me see. I'll just roll him down. We ain't going to do for time. Ah, fuck it. We got the timer in. Go for time. I don't think he's going to make it. He made it. 3.052. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So like I said, I could run some cars and show you, but then it wouldn't be fair because one thing I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to be showing time trials on these guys, so you can get an early idea of what some of these cars do in qualifying. I'll release it before the race comes out. But what I'm going to do is any one of these cars, well, not anyone, that 28 over there, he won't be allowed. He won't be allowed. That 4 won't be allowed. Where's he at? Where'd the 4 go? Right there. He won't be allowed. But the 40, he's won. 34, 88, 68, 17. I got to talk to Uncle Elvis about the 9. I got to talk to them about him. But the 7, the 59, the 19, they'll all be available to drive. If you want to send $5 in to qualify, to try to qualify for a month and pick one of these cars, you'll be able to drive one of those. Some are built better than others. I mean, some are built basic. Some, it is what it is. You get to look at the car, make your choice, and PayPal me, bro. PayPal me $5. I'll throw him on the track and see if he qualifies. Like I said, I'm not going to tell anybody. I didn't build anything bad on purpose, but I didn't put a lot of effort into a lot of these either. But some of them have a little bit of effort. You'll be able to see it just by looking at them. Like I said, you didn't build it, so you get what you get. You don't pitch a fit. But I can tell you, like I said, I actually haven't run this Camaro yet. I put a lot of effort into this Camaro. I think he looks cool as shit. The Tabasco 68. He's going to be available for rent. Let's see what he does. I'm going to come down here. All right, timer started up. Anybody want to see what he does? Let's see what he does. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What do you get? 2802. 2802. That was just one lap. Want to see what the Bathurst guy does? Let's see. Here's the Bathurst guy. The Bathurst guy. Put him in that. There you go. We're going that lane. Want to do it from here? We can do it from here. $2,822. So there you go. Like I said, there's you'll get some time. So there you go. So like I said, and you got the 25 little Torino there. Those wheels are off. If you get the Racing Champions back, a lot of these wheels right here, they look the coolest too because they're racing wheels. Well, they're off of Racing Champions, the 90s models, and those 90s models with like Tauruses and I guess maybe Luminas. Maybe it might have been after the Lumina. It might have been the new Monte Carlo and the Tauruses. But either way, they had those wheels on them, so they work on a lot of cars. They're not the best wheels, but they do work to meet the rules. So there you go. There's a Torino. And like I said, on a Torino, all you got to do is wallow out the wheel wells, and the mediums are there, bro. Hey, David, man, you missed a whole lot of conversation. I've been talking for about a fucking hour. 3.256. I don't know if you can see that. Hey, Scotty R, you better go back in the playlist and watch season 3. Well, shit, Keith likes them all, but go to season 3. That was my favorite of the street stocks. Yeah, it is rewind. I'll run my mouth for a little longer. I ain't doing nothing else anyway. Oh, yeah, guys. So that's what I got. So, yeah, like you said, that's what I was going to say. So, I told some people this. Yes, they've been asking. They asked me last year when they saw what I had going on. So, yes, you can send a car trailer, truck and trailer. That's all except. I don't want to fill my infield parking lot with those big bitches because you know what? It's already taken up. This track takes up 4 feet wide, 12 feet long, 13 feet long. Yeah, so it fills up a lot of spots. So yeah, so I don't want to fill up with those. So we can get pickup trucks and open trailers like the street stocks used to be back in the day. So basically, what we're rolling back to, guys, is back in the 90s when there was still. Before they ruined our lives with the cash for clunkers and destroyed all the cars that you could actually work on, keep running, that kept the lower income people going because they could work on their own shit. Yeah, they destroyed all those cars. But back then, grocery getters became race cars, guys, and that's what this was. Camaros, Novas, Thunderbirds, Crown Vics, station wagons, Chevelles, man, Pontiacs, Belvederes, fucking big ass Land Cruisers were the street stocks, guys. And then they came out with the Camaros, and the Mustangs kind of went away a little bit because they went really small. But you still could get the 70s, 60s, and 70s Mustangs out there. Then my uncle started putting the SN95 Mustang back in the street stocks. Keith's dad I helped them back in those days. You can go to my personal YouTube channel and see some, you see some of that. So yeah, Nova wagons were the bomb, huh? Actually, I was talking to Derek Hudson earlier today, Big Bishop, and he was showing me some castings. I don't recommend anything with a really tiny axle in the rear. Really tiny axles aren't good. And then trying to make a match, you don't want mismatched axles. You don't want a wider axle in the front than the rear, or vice versa. I'm telling you now. So yeah, guys, like I said, for those of you who don't know, like I said, I haven't been doing nearly as much as Keith has. Keith's been keeping his channel alive. At first, it was Matt McIntosh and Mac Mountain, and I assisted him there. Then I got big for a minute. Keith got big for a minute. Mopar Mac dropped out. I reached too many different directions. I still want to do a 621 track, and I got all sorts of ideas, guys. I really do, but I'm an idea guy. I'm not a follow-through guy. I just build them, and then I'm done. But, yeah, I'm building a real asphalt. I'm going to do an asphalt track next with bank turns and everything, all molded material. It's not going to be... It's going to be lane through the first 180 because you have to. You have to. You have to. First lane, well, if you don't keep it lane through the first 180, the inside cars are going to destroy the outside cars, and 90% of your cars won't finish, and that's unacceptable. You can't have a 95 incomplete finish race. Shit, I think he sold everything. He's a salesman now. So yeah, like I said, guys, that one's pretty cool right there. I built one for my son. I'll show you. I had a base I 3D printed years ago. We built the car for him, raced it season 1. It kind of sucked because I put shitty wheels and axles on it. And then I just 3D printed another base. But yeah, man, this is the kind of when I was a kid, this was my favorite diecast right here. This one right there. It's the same one as that 90. It's just that one right there. I even left some of the old numbers on. I just added a couple. Some of that's new, some of that's original. But yeah, that's the guy. That's what a street stock used to look like back in the day around. Even late models looked like that for a while. But yeah, that's what I try. I don't care what you guys say. I think my track looks as authentic as you can get to a dirt track. And that's all I go for. Is the realism. Like I said, you guys might not appreciate it. You start the next lap where you finish the previous lap. So that's how I've always done it on this track, and that's how it's always going to be. But like I said, by doing so, and for those of you who don't know, right there, see how this turn is right here? So you got the turn. And 180s are a little rough, and I almost put another. Guys, I modified this track. I had bank turn down here, and it was, at the finish line, it would go up, and I was trying to bank it down to go towards the floor, and I had a 180 in down here for a minute. But anyway, I ended up sliding it over because I put the wider track in down here, but so the outside lane is the further lane, right? But you get a little bit of boost. Number one, you get more of a banking. So you're coming from behind, but you get a boost coming out. But the trick is down here, and this is where I build the variability in. Like I said, this track goes away. When that wall stops, this track stops, and then it'll just go open to this open track, right? Just you'll understand it when you go back and watch the videos. So you see how far the inside lane, so yeah, he might have a lead, and as long as he's straight, he's good. But if he veering even just a little bit, or he pings it off that outside wall, you got a long way you can go at a variance over here. If you're starting over there and coming over this way, and that guy in the outside is running straight, so all you got to do is be in the outside lane and run true. You got maybe, you see the gap over there? It may be 3/4 of an inch, 5/8 of an inch. So you only got to veer off 5/8 of an inch. Now, you don't want to run the wall because, as you can see with all those paint marks, that's all paint over there, guys, from previous racing. You don't want that because that slows you down. But you'd rather ping it off an out wall in 5/8 of an inch than go over this way 6 inches and ping it off of this wall because everybody's going to run by, and you'll see that in the video if and when I put it all together. But like I said, right now, the only problem I'm having is I still don't have sound effects. I still don't have a couple things that I need to make this an easy process. But we'll see what I can do. I'll put it out as I can, guys. I'll try to keep you entertained. That's all I can promise. I do what I can. I'm no EP videos or 3D bot maker or hell, Chaos Canyon or Gravity Throttle. Gravity Throttle, he's got a good show he puts on. He puts a lot of work and effort in his videos. I mean, you can't... Are you tracking? Come on now. That's not as iconic as we'll see at the races, but it's pretty friggin' good. Yeah, well, but if you block that lane, then all you're doing is causing a snarl up and you're going to get past. I'm telling you. Straight cars are the best cars. I'll tell you that right now, especially for qualifying. Who else should I run? Here's an old track champ. He ain't in the video, so I'll run another time for you guys. Like I said, in qualifying you get 2 laps. You get 2 laps in qualifying. So if you spin on it, you spin on a lap. You spin on a lap. This guy was an old track champ. See that? Straight, fellas. That's how you do that. 2747. That's what you call a rocket. Yep, that's a rocket right there, and that's why he's a track champ. He ain't even been graphited in 2 seasons. Gotta go straight. That's right, Keith. Like I said, this is the guy from Bathurst, 60 grams. Racing with those 120 grand guys. Let's see what he does. $2875. Like I said, these times don't even really matter, guys. This is just for points. Like I said, I'm hoping I don't get more than 32 cars. I don't want more than 32 cars. I don't want more than 30. Here, let's see what Uncle Elvis does. Look at that. Look at that. That's a true street start right there, bro. That looks good as shit. That's right. Once you get to the wood, it's a whole different... Once you get to the dirt. I'm going to record this one from down here. Keith, they got the start and pull thing done today. Oh, I didn't get a ton. Must have been too fast. That's why. Too fast. Too fast for Uncle Elvis. Where you going, bro? Oh, by the way, what do you think of my decal work over there, guys? Look at all that. What? All right, let's try it again. No time. $2920. Yeah, it does. Look, it's. Like I said, this guy, technically I'd let him run. I mean, he's a Thunderbird. He looks more real. Shit, that's realistic as shit, fellas. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does from down here. If he runs, tracks kind of straight. Here, let's see if we track some of these cars. You see it coming at you at the finish line. That'd even be better. All right, he hit a 3-1-1-9. You don't get to see time, but you can see how the cars were running. All right, this guy don't track so straight because of the attitude, but we'll see. $279. Oh, did I just show my fat ass on camera? 2791. Did that look cool? I didn't even get to see it. Oh, there. I just saw it on replay. That looked pretty good. Who else? Want to see Rust Belt Diecast? Here we go. Woo! Got a little loose coming down the straight right there. You'll see it. What do you think of that? Oh, how about the 19? You got the 19. This will be one of his first runs. Woo! Straight on down. You can't. Guys can't complain with that. Can't complain. This is great racing. Great racing. Entertain these boys, Keith. Tell them we're going to have a good time with this series. Shit. Head to the scales. Everybody got to weigh in. I was worried that was going to be too much of a... Okay. Oh, I can't be on it first. I was worried there was going to be too much of a glare. Oh, he's too heavy. He's heavy. Ooh, no wonder he's cheating. Disqualified. I have to fix him. There's a 59-2. So, like I said, it'll be kind of neat. I'm going to have some pictures and shit when the cars roll in. It'll be kind of neat. Be kind of neat. Anybody got questions? I think that's basically it. I was just running my mouth today. Get some content out there. Get everybody excited about the track. About the racing, I guess. Hell, I got 17 people on here. Oh, shit. Now I got you worried about your chores, huh? Nothing like a little diecast racing to make you think about your chores. Oh, yeah, man. We got some shit. We ready to rock. Up. Lickety splits over there in the horizon. Yep. I think it'll be some good fun racing. I'll put out, maybe I'll put all the videos out real fast. Throw some music behind it. All the qualifying. No talking. I'll just put some qualifying videos out. Maybe we'll do a pick 'em. We'll do a pick 'em and see what everybody picks and go from there. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's about it. Been talking my ass off for about 70 minutes now for no reason. So, like I said, maybe people that aren't in the diecast so much that want to get on it, they'll buy a car. They'll buy into a race with one of these. We'll see how many we get. Like I said, I'm not gonna let any of these cars in until I see how many entries I get. This will just be to fill the field. And like I said, I know I'm going to lose cars throughout the series because not everybody's going to want to pay $5 every month. At least I'm not paying you return shipping every month. It's just one return shipping. But like I said, that's a neat thing. I want you guys to know, like, it's 5 different races. So you can either keep the car that's here because you thought it had a bad run and it has a potential. Like I said, you'll see its speed when you qualify. You'll know what it does. So you can replace the car. You can send another car and say, but I'd rather you keep it the same number if you would. That would be the caveat. So let's just say that your car is this number 40, right? And you qualify, and you pay you $5, and you get to 40, and you don't qualify because it's possible this car won't qualify. It could spin out. I'm not guaranteeing just because you pay $5. I ain't guaranteeing nothing. Nothing's guaranteed in racing. So let's say you do, or let's just say you send this car in and you paid your $5 and it doesn't qualify. The next month is another race. You can send another car, or better yet, let's say you do qualify and you don't make the feature and you get no points. Well, you can either leave this car here and say, hey, I think he's got a better shot. He got stuck behind a slow car. Here's another $5, enter him in. Or send another car the following month with another $5, and you can be in the next month's race. But your points from the first race, because you're just continuing on with the same number, like people wreck cars in the middle of a race season. don't mean you can't replace that car with another car. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing applies. If you want to replace the car, that's fine. You're the driver. You're the driver. I'd just rather you keep the same number because it'd make it easier on tracking. That's all. So like I said, it's going to be a fun series. 5 races. Like I said, you only get points qualifying the first one. So Keith, I don't know if you were on, but I think I'm going to qualify each month. But that's another thing. Sorry guys, but when it comes to this, that's why we only do the qualifying. Doesn't really do anything. It's just gonna determine the field. We still do random draw for heat races. Random draw for heat races. So just because you're fast, don't mean you're starting in the front. You do a random draw for heat race, and you got to race your way to the top 3. Only the top 3 from each heat race move on. It's 4 heat races, 3 from each heat race. That's 12 cars make it to the feature, and that's why we do 12 points. I can fit actually 14 or 16 cars on there, but I only do 12. And then, like I said, we'll do the points from there. And then the next month, I'll qualify them just to see who does what, and I'll put a video out so everybody can see their time. I think that'll probably be the best thing. I'll just do a little short. We'll see how the shorts things work. That might be right. It might be a pain in the ass. The shorts might be a pain in the ass, but we'll see. I'd like to do it that way. I'd like to release a short for everybody. Oh, you mean this? Here. Where'd I put them? Hold on. Here you go. I got something for you, bro. Here you go, Ray Sugar. I don't have any Stins Kinsers, but I got Kowalskis and Deuces and Flips. What do you think about that? How about that? They don't work on. A fast one will work on the outside lane. They flip over on the inside lane, but the outside lane, I bet you Keith goes. We'll see. We'll watch it from over here. I'm sending Keith's car because Keith's cars are the best. Here we go. You ready? Oh, fast as some street stocks. So he had a 3.144. All right, I think this was Remy 12 gauge. Probably. I know what was going on there. Good run. 3039. Woo! Look at that. We got some deuce action going on. Shit, knocked down my billboard. All right, here we go. Oh, fuck. He don't want to stay in there. He's like, you can't make me. You didn't pay the rent. All right, here we go. Shit. Oh, he got caught on the wall. Don't like that. Don't work like that. See? Try it again. Open wheels. This is why you don't wheels. See, Derek? This is why you don't want your wheels sticking out. You don't want them rubbing the walls. Yeah, I do it from this end. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which view I like better. From the end or from the beginning. He did it again. Now, so when I did it last time, I did this race first because I had just changed the track, and then I had I had it going straight into there, and that's the only way I could do it. Blue Line Racing won that one. He won it. First time he was ever on my dirt track, and he friggin' won. Sounds like a Tim thing, don't it? Oh, there he goes. Shot out like a rocket. 26.66. Didn't even get a real time. Great. Oh, because the last one didn't register. Son of a bitch. He shot out of there like a rocket. Let's try that again. Oh, he wrecked again. You suck, Deuce. That's why he retired. That and he found basketball. That's his love. He's like, Dad, I don't play with toy cars, man. And I said, I don't play with toy cars either. I race them. Oh, God. All right, I'm done with you, bro. You ain't completed a lap yet. And I didn't reset the timer anyway, so. All right, then I'll do mine. The Anchor Mortgage sponsored car. I got Boomer Shines in there. I don't remember who's 11. I think that's the guy that was the car that was driven by Scale Racing's son. Here's my car. Oh, he did go. Oh, no time. Boom. Slow car 6368. Try it one last time. Getting hot. Running all these laps in here. That wasn't too bad. Hey, 2884. Not too shabby. Had to glue. I told everybody super glue on the wings because I wasn't putting them on every lap. So yeah, bro, I told you, man. I try to do all sorts of racing and wait till I get that asphalt track built. That's gonna open up all sorts of shit. NASCAR's coming back, racing champions, street stocks, Indy cars. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now if I could just run them and not have to make a video, because that's the only thing I hate is making the video. Hate it. That's the best seat in the house, bro. Can you imagine these cars rocking in towards your face? Here, let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna run a couple. Let's see how it looks. It'll be fast, I'd imagine. That looks like it'd be pretty good. We'll put 12 of them in there and see what we got. Coming at you. Oh, Torino's side by side. Dude, I got one too many or one too few? Who else is missing? I don't know. I'll just put this guy in there. I'll put this guy. Here we go. All right, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I got 7. 14 cards. We got an extra card. You ready? Here we go. Take a look. Well, I don't know how that looked. Let me see. Oh, I get to see it on replay. Hold on. Oh, no, they already passed. Son of a bitch. I didn't get to see it. I don't know how that looked, but that's how they finished. Nothing changed, really. Except those guys didn't finish. But I have to go back and watch that when I put it on YouTube and see how that will look. Might have to use that for a video clip. All right. Well, I guess I'm done. I'll talk to you guys later. Get excited. Get building. If you got any questions about castings or builds or what to do or what any of the procedures or how it's going to work or how much money you owe or what you're going to do, just ask. Find me on Facebook. That's the best place to find me. We're supposed to comment here, and we'll figure it out. We'll talk somewhere. Shit, I think you get points for talking on YouTube. So fuck it. Talk to me on YouTube then. All right, man. We'll talk to you later. See you at the races. Peace.